Hey guys, it's Ken from McCann Professional Dog Trainers, and thanks for joining us at McCann Dogs on our YouTube channel. We're going to be starting a new video series today that will upload a video every couple of weeks that's basically just taking the dogs for a walk and talking about dog training. And I think the topic that we're first going to address today is going to be video recording your training and why that's so important. Today I'm joined with the beautiful and talented dog trainer Kale McCann, who is also my better half. Kale is actually a 20-time world champion in dog agility. And Kale definitely understands the value of video recording a lot of her training sessions, as I know, because I'm often the videographer for these kinds of things. But we'll have Kale join us on our walk today. So away we go.
Come on.
So Kale, why don't you talk about the importance of video training you're recording as it relates to dog agility?
Well, there's a couple of reasons why you should videotape your runs or your practice sessions. First thing that comes to mind is being able to watch a video back in slow motion is really helpful for learning about little details about your handling or what the dog's doing or how they're jumping, how they're striding. There's a lot of small details that go unnoticed in agility, especially if you are inexperienced or you run a really fast dog and everything's going so quickly around you, it's easy to miss stuff. Also too, if your coach is, explaining something to you, I know I often use video replay in my private lessons with students, so I'll videotape them and tell them what I saw, and then we can watch it back frame by frame by frame, and it really allows people to have a lot of light bulb moments because you can see it so clearly by watching it back on video. The other thing that I encourage handlers to use a video for, again, training or competing, but competing especially, is sometimes if you watch a video back and you get out of a course and you think to yourself, gosh, that was a bad run, I'm not really happy with it. More often than not, if you watch the video back, you'll definitely be able to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that were actually really great about the video that you just didn't realize because you're focusing on the bad things. So it can be good for your confidence level as well to look back and, learn why things went wrong, but also kind of realize that it wasn't that bad after all.
For sure, I think that's a great point. And the reality is, being able to capture video and record video is so easy nowadays. Now, I wouldn't have thought in a million years that I would ever be using a selfie stick. But here we are, because I thought this was a great application. Today I'm shooting the video on a GoPro on a selfie stick. But I mean, the reality is your phone, if you have an iPad or a tablet, any kind of those devices, any pocket camera nowadays has great video. It's really accessible, and it makes it really easy for people to record whatever they're doing. So I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why it's important to record your dog training. The first reason, especially with our obedience students, is to see what they're doing wrong. So a lot of time you'll get feedback from one of our instructors that mentioned maybe you're going to your bait pouch too early on a sit stay, or you're not returning to the dog's left before you release them on a sit stay, or your leash is tight. So if you record your training at home, you'll see when you're doing that, and it'll help give your dog better information. Conversely, you'll see what you're doing right. So that's number 2. So see what you're doing wrong is number 1. See what you're doing right is number 2. There's no better way to sort of reconfirm with yourself that things are going well, or sort of help you better understand why things are going well, than when you watch the video and you see what you're doing right. Maybe one of your instructors has mentioned to you that you do a great job keeping your leash loose, or you reward your dog in a good position. And when you see that on video, it's just a reminder of why it's working. The third reason, I think, is because it's important that the dogs have a consistent set of rules. So if you record your training and then share it with your family, maybe your spouse or your kids or your loved ones or whoever might be living with the dog, it helps the dog better understand what your expectations are. So when you are, at home, everyone is on the same page, and it really helps your dog learn faster. The fourth and final reason that I have is because they're only puppies once, or they're only young dogs once. It's so nice to be able to look back, in a few years and remember those times that, everyone's getting tired out. You can see all our dogs are slowing down a little bit. It's nice to look back and remember those times that your dog was that age. Occasionally I'll be working away on my the computer, and I'll find a video that I took of Rad, who's the border collie, mostly black border collie, making his way back to us here. Yeah, he's 2.5 years old now, but I'll find a video of him when maybe he was 10 weeks old or 4 months old, and it's really cute, and it's really easy to share on YouTube or Facebook and have that video stored forever, and I can access it whenever I like. So those are 4 great reasons. I want to thank Kale McCann for joining me today. I'm going to put a link to her YouTube channel. I mentioned Kale was a 20-time world champion of dog agility, and if you visit her YouTube channel, you'll be able to see some of those runs, as well as some great puppy videos of Grand Slam, the border collie over there who's lying down.
The handsome one.
Yeah. We have some really cool videos of training him in agility when he was really young.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for joining us today. If you're new to McCann Professional Dog Trainer's YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. I'll post a link. I'll put a button on the screen so that it's easy to do. We come up with videos, multiple videos every month. So if you love dogs and you love dog training, you're definitely going to want to subscribe to that channel. So once again, from Kale McCann and I, thanks for watching and happy training.